And actually my two sons remember that they used to par with him and his brother. But basically, I mean, our families know each other from way back, which I did not recall at all. And
the whole entire day, I didn't see them till about 8 o'clock in the night coming out of the bush.
From 5 in the morning.
From 5 in the morning.
Wow.
And when I saw Nicholas come back, one shoes Nicholas have on, Nicholas' shirt tear up, Nicholas went in the bush with cane rope and came back with half of his head loose out. Romance was there full of ticks and all sorts of stuff, guys. They said they passed 22 hidden springs.
Wow.
Like, these are untouched at the moment. He is the one I was talking about when they went hog hunting and came out with his hair loose out. Right? Would you go back hunting up there?
Up where?
Where you went in? Up in Manchini where you went to? Nick.
You're not touching.
Hey my lovelies, it's your girl Mel. Welcome back to my channel. Wanna know say mommy? It's another story time with mommy. Story time with mommy. But today we have a special guest. Who that in our back there so? Who is that? David from Lock and Load. So we're going to have a little different kind of story time today. We're just going to talk whatever we feel like talking about today. Mommy is going to still keep you on track with one story from 2015, and then we're just going to randomly talk about some stuff. So stay tuned, guys.
Disclaimer. The stories that I'm going to tell in this series are my experience, my truth, and my point of view over the past 38 years that I have been in Jamaica. And it's in no way intended to slander any person, the culture of Jamaica, or the island as a whole. Yeah, okay, I'm supposed to tell this story from 2015, which would be this month of the year. It would be October, and it had been that year where I would turn 60. And seeing that it is a round birthday that many people do not even have the luck to reach, we decided we would make a form of family reunion, which meant that my two daughters were, no, you did come too, no? Yeah, she did come specially for it, Melody. My son Yosha with his wife, and then one daughter would come from Florida, and my son Nicky with his wife and 3 children would come from Germany, and I had one grandchild in Jamaica already. So after a bit of planning and organizing and doing, that's what was planned for, and everybody booked their flights. And actually it would be the first time since Nicky left Jamaica that he and his family would return to Jamaica for a visit. Yosha always came frequently. Melody did not leave that long ago, so for her,
barely a year.
it was barely a year, but still it was her opportunity to come back home. And we all looked really forward to that occasion. And the interesting part was when Nicky flew, because he had the furthest to go apart from you, he was like, the airplane reached, and I think it wasn't Mayumi who picked him up or somebody, it wasn't me. But I think Mayumi picked him up from the airport, but she was not in time because there was some problem with the traffic and stuff like that. And then Nicky come on the phone, call me, where are them there? We are here, we reached. He was like really aggressive and upset, and I was like, what the hell is wrong? And he was like, oh, and then about 10 minutes later, Mayumi reached and loaded them in, and they came over. And Montego Bay to Port Antonio is a 3.5 to 4 hour drive. So of course they still had a good way to go. So when they finally reached, and I was like, Nicky, why you were so upset? And he said, boy, You know what happened is the twins at the time, they were just 1 year old. They were bawling and crying the entire flight through. And I mean, we are talking a 10 to 11 hour flight. I mean, it's not like a little 1.5 hours to go to Florida or so. No, 10-hour flight. And apparently, both children were completely upset and giving nothing but problems. So Nicky was at the end of his rope, completely and totally. He was like, I'm never going to travel again with these children. So that was a very stressful beginning for him and for us. And but after that, everything turned out nicely. And Melody is going to post a photo like we made that at the restaurant part, and it was interesting because me as mother, and then on that picture, everybody you see around was practically coming from me at that point in time. My 4 children, then the amount of grandchildren that were born at that time, and well, only 2 in-laws were there at the time though. I mean, I couldn't get all 4 in-laws on the photo, but at least we have that. And when I looked at the photo, I was like, damn, that's a lot of people. So it was really, really nice to have everybody around, and they made me a wonderful dinner. And we had a beautiful time, and of course after the birthday everybody would go to the beach and enjoy themselves and have other things going together. So we had real family time. And basically it was arranged to do that every 5 years now. Well, that
7 years later, and you still
7 years later, and it's still not. But for my seventh years, guys, when we turn 70, you better all come again, you know. And right now, we have more grandchildren, so it's even going to be bigger and nicer and merrier.
It's 9 grandchildren, right?
Now I have 9 grandchildren, yes.
Imagine.
So I mean,
Most of them, they were
and she don't get none, so let's see, you know, when I'm 70, if she start by that time.
Oh gosh, the pressure. The pressure.
No, I mean, don't say you have to, me just say you no get none yet, so. I still want my football team, you know, my soccer team.
With
We
grandchildren.
have 9, yeah, so you get 2, and then we have my soccer team.
Good.
Right? So let's agree on that. Guys, when we turn 70, we better have my soccer team.
I agree.
Alright, that was then my 60th birthday in 2015, and now we switch over to...
Well, in addition to that, you're going to see on the picture as well, or you would have seen it by now, Yasha actually printed out some pictures with our last name on it. So the Radek Bevan family. So everybody got a shirt in blue or pink, you know, females got the pink.
And I was purple.
And mommy was purple, so she could stand out.
Everybody
so
wearing that.
That was kind of cute.
I still have that t-shirt, you know.
I do too.
Yep.
I mean, the writing is coming off, but you know, still have it. But that was pretty much it for 2015. I mean, end of 2015 in October, I finally started university. So I quit my supermarket job. You know, your girl did I go and go to the supermarket, then you want to keep me, but I'm like, nope, I'm going to go study. And that's what I did. So I started it, and you know, it's just the beginning stages. Not happened by then really. So the things that did happen are coming later on. So that's pretty much it for the year of 2015. And now, since Lock and Load there, David is here.
Yeah, we are going to invite
He say he have Portland story for you.
Okay, but let me just say something first. In the time when I had the Huntress Marina and tournament time was, his family actually used to come on a boat and partake at the tournament.
That's right.
And actually my 2 sons remember that they used to par with him and his brother, more with his brother than him maybe, because you were pretty young at the time.
Right.
But basically, I mean, our families know each other from way back. which I did not recall at all. And
Crazy.
when we re-met, you know, after all these years through Melody, and we figured out, it's like, oh man, seriously, we know each other since so long. That's weird, you know. So basically, there is a connection still there from ever since, and I really enjoy that, and I'm happy that we met again. You know.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Him tell me say when I lock alone team member them get raped by bush duppy. Tell them all the story they got David.
Well, guys, let me tell you something. I have said this over and over and over. Port Antonio is my favorite parish. Although I tease Mel all the time about Portland, but Portland is gorgeous, it's beautiful, and the hunting is phenomenal. Like, that's the only place where you can go and you can go and hunt deer, wild boar. You know, when bird season is in, it's epic hunting up there. Anyways, one of our scouts, and what a scout is that these are guys who are in the different areas all over Jamaica, in like different parishes and what would you call them, Mel? Like little communities.
Yeah.
And they will see like when the hunting is good, like, you know, they hear that the deer are coming through these pastures, or there's a lot of wild boar coming down off the hills because the feeding on the trees like mangoes and stuff are ripening. So they will give us a call and say, hey, you know,
time.
this is red. Come on up. We see a lot of boar up this side, so let's go. So we went on a trip to Portland. Mel and Mums cussed me off about it because I did not.
Yeah,
I passed their house,
really.
I literally passed their house and went down to...
Literally,
It's
really.
not even that. No, wait. Did you stay right across from us
Yes,
that
we
time?
stayed across.
Listen,
Right across from us, you know.
Literally, we can see which part they stay.
We could look in your room.
and now we know see David.
Guys, I hunt it up. So, guys, we went to a place called Manchonil. And it's far, it was a far drive. And we got there and stuff like that. And, you know, it was, they said, the scouts were saying that it's a wicked hunt for these wild boar. So, of course, you guys know Nick, who is part of Team Lock and Load, and Rome's and Ramon and a lot of other guys. Loaded up, went on the hunt. We got to the location at around 5 a.m. in the morning. And the scout said, let's go, we need to reach up into the bush before a certain time. So Nicholas and everybody went off. They did not know that it's an 18-mile walk.
18 miles?
18 miles. They
Yeah.
went up into the hills.
That's
And I'm talking, when I didn't go, of course, as you know, as my injury. So I was, you know, sat there, went and bought a bun and cheese at the store. and an orange
your
juice and
life.
relax and wait till these guys come back now to see what they got. The whole entire day, I didn't see them till about 8 o'clock in the night coming out of the bush.
From 5 in the morning.
From 5 in the morning.
Wow.
And when I saw Nicholas come back, one shoes Nicholas have on, Nicholas shirt tear up, Nicholas went in the bush with cane roll and came back with half of his head loose out. Romance was there full of ticks and all sorts of stuff, guys. And they had a time of their life. I'm sure, let me tell you something. They said they passed 22 hidden springs.
Wow.
Like, these are untouched in the moment. Like, people
Wow.
don't go to these places regularly, right?
Yeah.
Because they're untouched. And 22 of them they passed up there.
Wow.
But what was good, they shot 2 nice wild boar and came back.
So wait, they carried wild boar
Yes,
for 18 miles?
Yeah, man. But the scouts showed them how to do it. Where they got them in the bush, so half of that weight,
Oh,
like
yeah,
about
oh,
60
yeah.
pounds of
And then
that
probably use some
comes
stick
out,
and
right, and they get a
tie
big
them.
stick
Yeah.
and they tie the hoofs with
Yeah.
some kind of what do you call it, a vine,
Yeah.
and wrap it up and tie it onto the
stick.
stick, and they put it on their shoulder and they
See, they're
walk.
talking about
And then the
it.
other one, come here guys, I want to show you. Come here, Nick. Come here, I want to show. They need to see this, Nick. Take off your hat. Come here, man. Guys, look here. This is Nick. This is Nicholas, right? What are the man? He is the one I was talking about when they went hog hunting and came out with his hair loose out, right? Come here, Nick. Nick, come here.
Everyone-
come here, Nick.
everyone
Come here.
got
Tell Mel's fans Would you go back hunting up there?
Up where?
Where you went
Manchaniel.
in? Up in Manchaniel where you went to? Nick.
Don't run
I'll
away.
go.
Don't run away.
But
Stay
men
right
have
here.
to go as well.
I have to go as
Yes,
well.
that's the only way.
Don't worry, you have to set up on camera. Cause now the people are gonna challenge
Yes,
me.
guys, she needs to go. She
Of
needs
course.
to go.
No.
I second
That's
that.
the only exception.
And you get rid by the
What?
bush duffy.
The bush beating
Remember,
up.
you lose one of your shoes, every tear,
Shirt
your
tear, loose
tear
tear
up,
up. Yeah.
your ear pull up. What else are we supposed to think?
I plead the fifth.
So guys, trust me, so when we're there sitting down, waiting, I started to worry because these guys left from 5 in the morning and 2 o'clock come, don't see them. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, still don't see them. Calling them on their phones, going straight to voicemail, everybody. So I started fretting
No
out
reception of
that did something happen to them?
Yeah.
Or should I call the JDF? Or do I call the police? Or who do I call to go to rescue the squad? Well, there's a little old guy at the bar, like a little bar on the side of the road, and they actually, they said that, listen, it's a long walk, so just have a little patience. Sure enough, 8 o'clock, these bodies started to crawl out by the hands and knees out of the
And
bush.
by 8 o'clock, it's pitch dark.
It's pitch
too.
dark,
You know,
right?
It's not daylight
When we
anymore.
came
you know.
out, you ever hear a cow drink water yet? Like literally, we had to give him about 5 gallons of water to drink. Romans, everybody couldn't make it in the car. We had to rehydrate them. Like literally, guys, man, tell you, it was hilarious. But it was an experience. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
guys? That's the main thing about it.
Yeah.
But you have to be fit. I like Nick. You have to be fit to go in those kind of.
You would repeat that, Nick?
He said only if I go. And me not fit, so.
You're not fit? Not for 18
Yes,
miles. No, sir.
Yes,
I might have to carry you down the hill.
And the next funny thing was every minute David would call me and I say, yo, me reach our next bar. Is
Yes.
there a bar hopping he was
Guys,
doing
when we're
enough?
coming down, the scouts said that we need to stop at these places. So you know, we stop at Portland, support the area and the community and support the people. And we hit probably about 12 different bars on the way coming down. When we reached down by Mel, everybody was totally drunk. You know what I mean? And I could not bring these smelly, drunk hunters to meet Mommy. You know what I mean? No, Mom said, why?
I would have heard a good story too. I heard a good laugh, so I wouldn't mind.
And then guys, the next day we just headed out and came back to Montego Bay. But you know, in the future I'm going to have Mel going to come on some of those epic hunts with us.
Yes. He can't come Portland and bring Mel with him.
Yes,
Like,
definitely.
like,
we're
who
going
does
to
that?
be in Portland again soon, guys. Trust me, I love that parish.
Yes.
Beautiful, you know. Different atmosphere than in Montego Bay, and
Very, very different.
you know, it's just an easy going place. The only thing, it rains every day.
That's not even true.
So what's happening here?
Exactly. You know, you guys
the
get
rain
more
for
rain.
you.
Right now, lately, them get more rain than we in Portland, you know.
Really?
So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. So don't exaggerate. We get rain early in the morning, and then throughout the day
We're
it's dry. You get rain in the afternoon most of the time.
When you have
But I
plans
think-
to go somewhere and can't
exactly.
go.
You can't go.
But is it rain
Exactly.
follow you?
No.
The Portland Mermaid.
Whatever, man. Anyways, guys, so you know, I share one of little Portland stories, and on no bother get it in our head. Say yes, we want to see Mel going up that place. No. Hell
No, you have to start with something easier. When them come next time, it will start her on something easier than the 18
You
mile.
don't know who this.
Lock and load.
You don't know who this is. Start off easy. Anyways, guys, so that's pretty much it for our little, you know,
Extra
freestyle
special.
or extra, you know, story time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to check out Lock and Loaded Offshore Adventures on YouTube. You can see a bunch of hunting. That only they vlog that, right?
Yeah.
They've actually vlogged that trip, so you can go and
Yeah,
and check it
wild
out.
boar hunting in Portland.
Wild boar hunting in Portland, so
Yeah.
check it out.
So
And
just-
we'll see what we were talking about.
Yeah, check out, you can see that story in live action. So yeah, just check out their channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.